Hey, Anna, can I ask you something honestly?
Of course, Tom. You sound a little confused already.
I am confused. Yesterday, I heard someone say, this book was written by her, and then another person said, I wrote it with my friend, and then someone else said, this gift is for you. And I just sat there thinking, what is happening?
Oh, wow, yeah, I totally understand that feeling.
Like, why do we use by, with, and for? They all feel similar, but they're not the same.
You're right, Tom. And honestly, this is something that confuses a lot of English learners.
Really?
Yes, because these are small words, but they have very important meanings.
So today we're going to fix that confusion.
Exactly. Today we're going to explain by versus with versus for in a very simple, natural way.
And we're going to use real-life examples, right?
Yes, lots of examples, conversations, and practice.
Perfect. So by the end of this lesson, everyone watching will understand how to use by, with, and for correctly.
And not feel confused anymore.
That sounds great already.
All right, before we start, hello everyone.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
We're so happy you're here learning English with us.
My name is Tom.
And I'm Anna.
If you enjoy learning English in a fun and easy way,
Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
it really helps us continue making these lessons.
Okay, Tom, let's start with a simple question.
Go ahead.
Who was your favorite teacher in school?
My favorite teacher was Mr. James.
Nice. So you can say, I was taught by Mr. James.
Oh, so that's how we use by.
Yes, we often use by to show who did something.
Okay, that makes sense.
Now let me ask you something else. Do you like writing?
Yes, I do.
Do you write alone or?
Sometimes I write with my friend.
Perfect. You used with naturally.
So with means together.
Yes, often it means together or using something.
Interesting.
Now, one more question.
All right.
I bought a gift yesterday
Oh, really? For who?
for my sister.
Ah, so that's for.
Exactly. For shows who receives something.
Wow, this is already starting to make sense.
I know, right? It feels simple when you see real examples.
Okay, let's break it down slowly so everyone understands.
Yes, step by step.
Let's start with by.
All right.
So Anna, how do we explain by simply?
The easiest way is by equals who did the action.
So it shows who did something?
Exactly.
Can you give some examples?
Sure. This painting was made by an artist.
The book was written by a famous writer.
The cake was baked by my mother.
Oh, I like that one.
Thanks.
So every time we want to say who did something, we use by.
Yes, especially in passive sentences.
Passive sentences. That sounds scary.
Don't worry, we'll keep it simple.
Good.
Let's do a mini conversation.
Okay.
Who wrote this song?
It was written by John.
Who built this house?
It was built by my uncle.
Nice, that's very clear.
I feel more confident already.
Great. Now let's talk about with.
All right. What does with mean?
With usually means together or using something.
Two meanings.
Yes, but they are both very common.
Let's start with together.
Sure. I am going to the market with my friend.
I am studying English with Anna.
Ah, that's nice.
Of course.
So here, with means you are not alone.
Got it.
Now the second meaning, using something.
Okay.
I cut the paper with scissors.
I wrote the letter with a pen.
She opened the door with a key.
Oh, so with can show the tool or object.
Exactly.
That's actually very useful.
Yes, we use it all the time.
Let's do a quick practice.
Okay.
I eat rice, spoon.
I eat rice with a spoon.
Good. I go to school, my brother.
I go to school with my brother.
Perfect.
Now let's talk about for.
Yes, I think this one is easier.
It is, but it also has many uses.
What's the main meaning?
The main meaning is for equals someone receives something.
Okay.
I bought this gift for you.
This letter is for my friend.
I made dinner for my family.
That feels very clear.
Yes, but there's more.
Oh no.
Don't worry, it's easy.
Okay.
For can also show purpose.
What does that mean?
It means why something is used.
Example?
This knife is for cutting vegetables.
Oh.
This room is for studying.
So it shows the reason.
Exactly.
That's actually very helpful.
I'm glad you think so.
Can we compare all three quickly?
Yes, let's do it.
The cake was made by my mom.
I made the cake with sugar and flour.
I made the cake for my friend.
Wow, that's perfect.
Same situation, different meanings.
Exactly, Tom. That's the key.
I feel like I finally understand this.
Me too. And we're just getting started.
Really?
Yes. In the next part, we'll practice more with questions, conversations, and real-life situations.
That sounds exciting.
And we'll make it even easier to remember.
All right, guys, get ready to practice more.
Because practice is the key to speaking English confidently.
Great, let's continue.
I'm actually excited for this part, Tom.
Me too. Now we're going to practice more and really make this stick in your mind.
Yes, because understanding is good, but using it in real life is even better.
Exactly. So let's start with some simple questions.
I'll ask and you answer.
All right, I'm ready.
Who cooked your dinner yesterday?
My dinner was cooked by my mother.
Nice. Now another one. Who do you usually go shopping with?
I go shopping with my friend.
Good. And who did you buy something for last week?
I bought a shirt for my brother.
Perfect. That was smooth.
Thank you, Anna. Now let's make it a bit more interesting.
Oh, I like that.
Imagine you are at a restaurant.
Okay, the food was prepared. Who?
The food was prepared by the chef.
Good. Now you are eating. How?
I am eating with a fork and knife.
And the food is made for who?
The food is made for the customers.
Wow, that was perfect.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Yes, you are.
Let's go deeper now.
Yes, let's talk about more meanings and situations.
All right.
First, let's explore by more.
Okay.
We said by shows who did something, right?
Yes.
But it can also show how something happens, like transportation.
Oh, really?
Yes, for example, I go to work by bus.
I travel by car.
She goes to school by bike.
That's interesting.
It's very common in English.
So we don't say with bus.
No, we say by bus.
Good to know.
Let's try a mini dialogue.
Sure.
How do you go to work?
I go to work by train.
Nice.
Now your turn.
Okay.
How do you travel to your hometown?
I travel by plane.
Great.
Now let's move to with again.
All right.
We already said with means together or using something,
Yes.
but it can also show feelings or conditions.
Can you explain?
Sure, I looked at me. She looked at me with a smile.
He spoke with confidence.
The child cried with fear.
Oh, wow, that's expressive.
Yes, it adds emotion to sentences.
I like that.
Me too.
Let's do a quick practice.
Okay.
He answered the question, confidence.
He answered the question with confidence.
She opened the gift, excitement.
She opened the gift with excitement.
Perfect. Now let's talk more about for.
All right. Besides giving something to someone, for can also show duration of time.
Duration.
Yes, how long?
Example?
I studied for 2 hours.
Oh,
She lived there for 5 years.
that's very useful.
Yes, we use it all the time.
So for can mean how long.
Exactly.
Let's do a mini conversation.
Sure.
How long did you study?
I studied for 3 hours.
How long did you wait?
I waited for 10 minutes.
Nice.
Now, let's create a longer, natural conversation.
Yes, like real life.
Okay, imagine we are planning a trip.
I love travel conversations.
Me too.
All right, let's start.
Tom, I found a beautiful place for our vacation.
Really? Who recommended it?
It was recommended by my friend.
Oh, that sounds reliable.
Yes, she went there last year.
How do we get there?
We can travel by train.
That's comfortable.
Yes, and we can sit with each other and enjoy the journey.
Nice.
What should we take with us?
We should take clothes, a camera, and some snacks.
Good idea. And I want to buy a small gift for my parents.
That's sweet.
How long will we stay there?
Maybe for 3 days.
That sounds perfect.
I'm excited already.
Me too.
Wow, that conversation used all 3 words naturally.
Yes, and that's how you should practice.
Real-life situations make it easier.
Exactly.
Now let's do some short dialogues again.
Yes, quick practice is very helpful.
Dialogue 1. Who made this cake?
It was made by my sister.
Dialogue 2.
Who are you going with?
I am going with my friends.
Dialogue 3.
Who is this gift for?
It is for my teacher. Dialogue 4.
How do you go to work?
I go by car.
Dialogue 5.
What did you write with?
I wrote it with a pencil.
Dialogue 6. How long did you study?
I studied for 2 hours.
That was excellent practice.
Yes, and very natural.
Now let's give more everyday examples.
Good idea.
I cleaned the room with my sister.
The story was written by a famous author.
I bought flowers for my mother.
He fixed the chair with a tool.
We traveled by bus.
She waited for an hour.
Wow, so many examples.
Yes, repetition helps a lot.
Absolutely.
Now let's add a little emotion.
Ooh, I like that.
Anna, have you ever received a gift that made you really happy?
Yes, I remember one.
Tell me.
It was a gift given by my best friend.
Oh,
She chose it with so much love,
that's beautiful.
and it was really special for me.
Wow, that's a perfect emotional example.
See, these words are part of real life.
Not just grammar.
Exactly.
I think learners will really connect with this.
I hope so.
All right, in the next part,
Yes?
we're going to do even more practice, give many useful phrases, and help viewers speak confidently.
And we'll also do repetition practice.
That's very important.
Yes, so they can speak, not just understand.
All right, everyone, get ready for the final part.
It's going to be the most useful part.
All right, Anna, let's finish strong.
Yes, this is my favorite part because now we help everyone actually speak.
Exactly. No more confusion, just clear and confident English.
So let's start with a big set of daily use phrases using by, with, and for.
Great idea. I'll start. Made by hand.
Written by a teacher.
Created by a student.
Painted by an artist.
Sent by email.
Delivered by a driver.
Travel by bus.
Go by train.
Pay by card.
Contact by phone.
Now with.
Talk with friends.
Eat with family.
Work with a team.
Study with a partner.
Write with a pen.
Cut with a knife.
Open with a key.
Speak with confidence.
Smile with happiness.
Look with love.
Now, for.
Buy a gift for someone.
Cook dinner for family.
Do something for yourself.
Wait for a friend.
Study for an exam.
Work for a company.
Stay for a week.
Leave for home.
Wow, that's a lot of useful phrases.
Yes, and these are all used in daily English.
Now let's help viewers speak.
Yes, repeat after us.
I travel by bus every day.
I eat dinner with my family.
I bought this gift for you.
The book was written by a famous author.
I cut the paper with scissors.
I studied for 2 hours.
She was helped by her friend.
I went to the market with my mother.
This message is for you.
He fixed the car with tools.
I learned English by watching videos.
I stayed there for 3 days.
Great job if you repeated that.
Yes, speaking out loud is very important.
Now, Anna, should we tell a short story?
Yes, let's make it simple but meaningful.
All right.
Tom, do you remember our student Alex?
Yes, I do.
Alex learned English by watching videos every day.
That's impressive.
He practiced speaking with his friends online.
That's a great method.
And he studied for many months.
Did he improve?
Yes, he improved a lot.
That's amazing.
One day, he wrote a letter for his teacher.
That's nice.
And the teacher was very happy.
I can imagine.
The teacher said, "This letter was written by you, and I am proud of you."
Wow, that's powerful.
Alex smiled with happiness.
That's a beautiful ending.
Yes, and it shows how these words are part of real life.
Not just grammar rules.
Exactly.
Now let's quickly review everything.
Yes, let's make it simple.
By is used for the person who does something.
Example, the book was written by her.
It is also used for transportation.
Example, I go to work by bus.
With means together or using something.
Example, I am talking with my friend.
Or I wrote this with a pen.
It can also show feelings.
Example, he spoke with confidence.
And finally, for.
For is used for someone who receives something.
Example, this gift is for you.
It also shows purpose.
Example, this tool is for cutting.
And time.
Example, I studied for 2 hours.
That's a complete summary.
Yes, and I hope it feels much easier now.
Anna, can I be honest?
Of course.
At the start, I was really confused.
And now?
Now I feel confident.
That makes me so happy.
I think our viewers will feel the same.
I hope so too.
Now we have a question for you.
Yes, answer in the comments.
Make one sentence using by, one using with, and one using for.
For example, this cake was made by my mother.
I went to the park with my friend.
I bought this gift for my sister.
Now it's your turn.
We will read your answers.
And maybe even reply to you.
Yes.
If you enjoyed this lesson,
Please like the video.
and subscribe to the channel.
Keep practicing every day.
Keep speaking English,
And don't be afraid of mistakes.
because mistakes help you learn.
Exactly.
Thank you for watching.
We really enjoyed learning with you today.
See you in the next lesson.
Bye, everyone.
Take care.